This is a full range report on the Ruger 7717 in 17 WSM, and it includes a groundhog hunt at the end, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's Eric from Varminter.com, and today we're going to go over the Ruger 7717 in 17 WSM. You can see it here. It comes with a walnut stock and their matte stainless finish on the barrel and receiver. And we got this rifle from Ruger, topped it off with a Nikon Pro Staff 5 scope that we got from Nikon. And our thoughts were to take this using all 4 of the currently available ammunition and get it to the range, break it in, run some tests, and just see where we're at as far as accuracy and such. Knowing full well that this is a new rifle and a little bit of break-in time will give us more of an idea, but we figured, and here's Will who was shooting it up in Ohio, we figured that we would put hundreds of rounds through this, so by the time we were done with our testing, we'd have an idea as far as accuracy. So how we did this, and you're going to see it here soon, is we broke it up into each individual load. The Winchesters, the 20 and the 25 grain, the American Eagle branded, which is a 20 grain, and the Hornady, which is a 20 grain. You're going to see the best groups, and we're going to have on our write-up back at the site, well, there'll be a link at the end of this video, where you can see all the groups, including the ones that weren't so great. So first off, we're going to go with the best groups. American Eagle 20 grain was the best average group first, and the best individual group. There's a box of American Eagle ammunition alongside the rifle, as you can see it there. And here is the best group we had in the first round of testing. Second was the Hornady 20 grain at about 1.2 MOA. And again, you're going to see the box of ammo here with the rifle. This was a great group on this, but we did get other groups with the Hornady branded that weren't so great. And then the next in line was the Winchester 20 grain. That was 1.512 MOA. And the 20 grain was the initial round that was released by Winchester, and it's the basis for all the other rounds. And here you can see the best group on that. And again, this was during break-in. And then lastly was the Winchester 25 grain, which was about 1.887 MOA. And there's that as well. That one's going a little slower than the others. The others are rated at around 3,000 feet per second. That's what we got with our chronograph. That and just below. This one's around 2,600 feet per second. So one of the issues we had when we were shooting the initial groups was wind. We always go back and look at our video to see, what issues, what variables there were that may have caused the groups to open up a little bit. So I sped this up, and you can see how much that target's moving at 100 yards. That, and Will in the beginning wasn't getting a good cheek weld, so we went ahead and got him a cheek pad, or cheek riser some people call it, to just bring his eye up a little bit to get full view through the scope. And then we locked that target down for the next group. So here's an example of a 5-shot group that's sped up, and that is with the American Eagle. So our groups went from being pretty large in the beginning, just bringing it right down to an average around 1 MOA with the American Eagle branded ammo, which was, again, the best ammo that we tried in this rifle. And that could be just because of a good lot. The rifle just happens to like this particular lot and grain and branded ammo. So right there you can see is a little bit less than 1 MOA, which is great at 100 yards. So there's our best groups, and here we're going to have the hunt report, so stay tuned. Warning. This video contains images of legal hunting activities. If you are offended by these types of images, please leave now. As you can see the shot there on the Groundhog. After Will had a chance to shoot it at the range, took it out and found this guy at about 127 yards. made the shot with the 20 grain bullet out of the American Eagle ammo. Here it is in slow motion. See the vapor trail come out of the right hand side and just smoke him. Just hit him high in the chest and just liquefied his inside. And it was a decent sized groundhog. You can see they're laying against a rifle. So thoughts about this rifle. When we first got it, we went ahead and tested out various things on it. One of them being the trigger pull. The trigger pull on this averaged 5 pounds 7 ounces. That's something that we just feel for a varmint gun is way too heavy. We wish it came from the factory lighter. We understand that they don't always do. So we have an aftermarket trigger coming for this. The other thing was the comb with the rings that shipped with it, and with this particular scope, it was a little high. The scope was a little high, with the comb being a little low. So we did add a cheek rest to raise Will's eye level up more with the scope and get the full sight picture when he was shooting it. And other than that, once we shot a couple hundred rounds through it, the groups really started to tighten up, especially when we found an ammo that this particular gun liked. It might have been just that lot number, that particular run of ammo just worked very well in this gun. So the Ruger, 24-inch barrel, matte stainless, walnut stock. We got a very nice stock with the one that came with ours. The 6-round rotary magazine, as you can see there, everything it's exactly like the Rugers that you know. And as we shoot this more, we're going to take it on a hunt report, but as we shoot this more with a new trigger that should be around 2 pounds, we'll have a lot more thoughts and opinions on how this rifle does, as well as some actual video from the field. In the meantime, click below, visit our site, read the entire review on this so you can see some detailed numbers and everything. And if you aren't already, please subscribe. Just click down there on this little subscribe text, and you will be the first to see any videos that come from us as we release them. And we have more coming up, especially more on this, which we will be taking this to northern Arizona for some prairie dog hunting. And with this setup with the Nikon and the Ruger, we should have an absolute blast with that. So stay tuned, head on over to varminter.com, and we'll see you online. Thanks very much.